you see a lot of people moving to the area these days? Do you think
Yes.
there's more people coming than going? I mean, and maybe military aside, are more people, because you're always going to have people coming and going with the military. But
With
do you
the military,
see that
we do.
outside of
Right.
military?
And we have two large bases here,
Okay.
MAS Jackson and Mayport. So we have an air station that is sort of in the mid to west side of Jacksonville, and then we have the naval station at Mayport, which is right along the seacoast. In fact, it's the number one employer in Jacksonville is the military. So yes, we do have a lot of transition, but a lot of military come back, or they stay, or they don't sell their home, they rent it out, right? Because it's an affordable place to return, especially if you own a home and you've had it, right?
Yeah,
so
no kidding.
we don't have a state income tax. We don't have personal property taxes. We do, our sales tax is around 6-7%, depending on which county you live in. Even our property taxes, that's one of the cooler stories that I have, that I think we have is, we have property tax just like everybody else. But when you own a home as a primary home in Florida, there is a save our tax protection, or save our home, protection on your primary residence. So your homestead is what we call it. And so once you've purchased that home, the county assessor will place a value on that home. And from that point on out, the value that you're taxed on cannot increase more than 3% a year. 3%, so what happens? You're right. And then what happens is that amount so let's just say, my taxable value increased by 10,000, but I'm sorry, my assessed value increased by 10,000, but that they were only allowed to increase me by 3,000, right?
Right.
That 7,000 goes into a portability bank. And so if you buy, and it increases year after year, and it based on the difference between your taxed value and your actual assessed value. So that we tax you on this amount, and then the rest gets put into a bank. When you move to another home, if you buy anywhere in the state of Florida, that bank transfers over to the new home and reduces your assessed value by that amount. And we also have another $50,000 in exemptions. So property taxes have been very smartly managed, I think, in the state in order to protect.
The Texas legislature could learn something from that piece of Florida's legislature.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say there's plenty of other things that maybe
but they can learn from that piece.
But I do love that. I don't know that. So when we talk about affordability in the state of Florida, that's a big part of it, right? So once you're here, and the state of Florida has taken good measures to make sure that you're here and you can live affordably. That's right.